When people talk about insanely busted crap, this is the kind of stuff that they're talking about, and it is the Necromancer. So I was leveling the Druid all day, being like, hey, this is pretty good. I think that it might be a little rougher than the Barbarian. And then I went on to the Necromancer, and we are just about level 16 in a little under an hour. And this is so spectacularly, so ridiculously, so insanely busted that I have no idea what else to say. I'm going to show footage on the screen right now, and people are going to be like, are you sure that's World Tier 2? I am sure it's World Tier 2. I'm going to try and fast forward some of the footage after the boss fights and show you me running into the main hub and then actually showing that it's World Tier 2, because even I had to check. And so the Necromancer is just cruising through everything. There is really no build. I put 1 point into Hemorrhage, and then I just put everything else into Blood Surge. And now people are probably gonna be like, hey, why Blood Surge? Because it's just a dumb, stupid AoE around yourself. It takes no aim, it's just there. It makes any kind of content that you're in just kind of trivial, if I'm honest. You don't need to aim, you don't need to really do anything. It's just smash this, and it's like most things die in like 1 or 2 shots. Then like I put some passive points in to like upgrade the skeleton's damage, which are really doing a lot of damage. And this is even before level 15, where then you get your skeletal mages on top of them. And so this isn't even the Necromancer in its final form. And like I can say already, just getting the skeletal mages right now, that like content is just being like, it's like a hot knife through butter. It is ridiculous. This is so insane. I'm gonna go so far as to say, after playing this, after going back to Sorcerer, Druid is in a horrible state. Bear Druid is in a tragic state. The werewolf form is in a tragic state. Those take like 9,000 million times the effort of Necromancer. It's not even close. It's not even close, guys. I wish that I was saying that just for exaggeration, but like if you're looking at the footage, this is insane. Like, try and take werewolf or bear druid into the same kind of content and try and clear it anywhere near as fast, anywhere near as easy. You're probably gonna die a lot more too, or be chugging health potions like really a lot, because I know I was at level 25 and I'm like, whoa. Like leveling, it was definitely easier to go as an elemental druid rather than like shape shifting for leveling. It was with tornado a lot easier, but tornado druid absolutely is dog, you know, compared to this. Absolutely incomparable at this point. And I know that it's beta, and so balance will change, but I have to say Druid needs a massive buff. Maybe not the elemental version, maybe that is perfectly balanced. We'll need to nerf Necromancer if that is what our definition of balanced is, though, like by a lot. Because even right now, even if I go into dungeon content with no pets, I can one-shot pretty much everything. But with the pets, it's like, it's a joke. It's a complete joke. Tank for you, so you're not really at risk of those waves. There's just AoE clear like crazy. I really wanted to like the Druid, and I did last weekend like the Barbarian, but guys, like, this makes me think like I'm an idiot for liking Druid. Okay, if we're making a tier list and you're pushing me to make a tier list, Necromancer is SSS plus tier or whatever, S plus plus tier. I don't care, like more like absolutely dumps on everyone's face tier. Like there's nothing even close. Other than the Sorcerer, which I would put at S tier. I'd say that the Sorcerer's pretty freaking busted. Then I'd say that the Rogue is really solid, and I would put that at probably a B. I think that a B would be fair. And then I'd put Barbarian in D. Then I'd put Elemental Druid probably around a B as well. I think that it's balanced. But then Werewolf, as well as Bear Form Druid, are complete F tier. I think that they are actually worse than Barbarian now. After doing all the Druid stuff all day, and then popping onto Necromancer just for funsies when I was thinking that I was going to sleep, no man. No. No, Druid is definitely in F tier compared to it. It is worse on Bear and Werewolf than the Barbarian, and I want to love them, and that's me saying it not to hate, because I really, really, really want to like their themes. It's just like the werewolf with all the poisons and all that effect. I thought that was so cool. Absolute, not even, it has nothing on what we have in other jobs. Like, I don't know how anyone could look at the footage that I have in the background of this video and be like, yeah, that's totally fair. That's totally the same power level. No, man. Like, I'm not the one to call for nerfs, especially in a game that I know that'll wrestle some jimmies. I consider this a PvE game. Basically, it's like a solo adventure for me. Like, no one's played with me last weekend, no one's played with me this weekend. I really don't give a shoot about nerfing someone to make me feel better. I don't. But what I'm gonna say is that this form of the Necromancer is so strong that it's actually genuinely unfun. Like, it makes it very hard for me to gauge what the Necromancer is about, what I can do with it. Is it something that I would enjoy late game or mid game? Is it something that I'd want to play during release and really invest the time in? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I can tell you that Druid I would, because Druid I do think genuinely now I think is very underpowered. So I really like the fantasy, I really like the abilities, I liked what I could do with it in terms of builds. But for Necro, how the hell am I supposed to tell? Everything's just dying. It requires nothing. And I don't think that makes me a jerk to say. It's just like, oh wow, I'm feeling that power fantasy. Everything's just exploding. Well, okay, well, when they nerf it in the main game, how does it actually play? Like, that's kind of the point of me playing during the beta, because it's just like, this is getting wiped. Any loot that I get is pointless. Any experience that I get is pointless. This is going to be completely wiped. So this kind of actually sucks for me, and that's why I'm like, I'm not even going to level to level 25. Like, it's just like, we're almost level 16. I've seen enough. Now you added skeletal mages. It's just like, so it's going to get even dumber. So I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm just going to keep... I'm going to probably, in the morning, level it more. I'm going to probably see it more, but like, I don't know how I'm even supposed to enjoy this. Like, the other ones are so underpowered that they're painful. Like, Bear Druid kills things very, 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 very slowly. Like, even when you're using Pulverize, it's just brutal. Werewolf Druid, it can kill things a little faster, but not even close to Elemental. And compared to, like, Rogue or Barbarian, like, it feels like I'm just... feels like I'm walking through, like, concrete. It's just like, we're watching paint dry right now. Which sucks, because I should be like, wow, I'm living that power fantasy by the last. Well, with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys think. I just want to throw this out there because, like, I tried it on a whim, and what the hell? What the heck? I mean, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. It's not that I want nerfs, like I said before, because I hate Necromancer. I want to like it, but this is not playing a game. This is literally not playing a game. This is not engaging. This is so overpowered that I feel totally disengaged, and that sucks.